In a world where machines strive to emulate human intelligence, there was one chatbot that danced to the beat of its own algorithm and captivated us with its wit and charm. This chatbot stands out not for its remarkable success, but for its delightful quirkiness and unapologetic honesty. Guys, allow me to introduce you to Cleverbot, the amazing chatbot. So guys, fasten your seatbelt and prepare to be whisked away into the realm of Cleverbot, where the absurd and the profound collide in a symphony of chatbot banter. Get ready to be amazed, amused, and perhaps a little perplexed, as Cleverbot proves that even in its failure to pass the Turing Test, it has carved a special place in the hearts and minds of those who dare to converse with its enigmatic virtual presence. In a quest to create a chatbot capable of fooling humans into thinking they were conversing with one of their own, the brilliant minds behind Cleverbot embarked on an audacious mission. Armed with algorithms, vast databases of knowledge, and a sprinkle of cheeky humor, they set out to build an AI that would leave us scratching our heads in wonder. Chatting with Cleverbot is like talking to your hyper-caffeinated, pun-loving best friend. Cleverbot's responses will leave you laughing and scratching your head at the same time. Sometimes it's super clever, offering profound insights, and other times it's downright confusing. You'll be amazed by how well it mimics human conversation, blurring the line between human and machine. Get ready to be entertained and pleasantly surprised as Cleverbot takes you on a delightful roller coaster of chatbot banter. But here's the funny part. Cleverbot couldn't fool us into thinking it was a real human. Even though it could make clever jokes and engage in witty banter, it couldn't quite convince us that it was one of us. Surprisingly, that failure makes us like it more. We enjoy its unique personality, and it reminds us of how intricate human communication can be. It's as if Cleverbot, with a mischievous wink and a nod, is reminding us that being human is more than just passing a test. It's about embracing our idiosyncrasies, reveling in our imperfections, and celebrating the delightful chaos that arises from genuine human interaction. Cleverbot may not have achieved its lofty goal, but in doing so, it revealed something far more valuable. A glimpse into the enigmatic essence of being human. However, Cleverbot's inability to pass the Turing test can be attributed to several factors, each shedding light on the complex challenges of creating an AI system that truly emulates human intelligence and conversation. Now, let's explore some of the reasons behind Cleverbot's failure. But why did Cleverbot fail the Turing test? One of the key aspects of human conversation is the ability to understand and maintain context throughout a discussion. Humans possess a deep understanding of social and cultural cues, as well as the ability to interpret ambiguous or implicit information. Cleverbot, while equipped with a vast database of information, struggled to grasp the nuances of context, often producing responses that were irrelevant or out of sync with the ongoing conversation. Also, human conversation relies heavily on common sense reasoning, enabling us to make logical inferences and understand implicit connections between ideas. However, Cleverbot lacked the underlying knowledge and reasoning abilities necessary to navigate these nuances. As a result, it often struggled to provide coherent and contextually appropriate responses, leading to a breakdown in conversation flow. Furthermore, humans have a wealth of real-world knowledge and life experiences that shape their understanding and interpretation of language. Cleverbot, on the other hand, relies primarily on pre-programmed data and algorithms to generate responses. While it may possess vast amounts of information, it lacks the depth of personal experiences and lived knowledge that humans draw upon when engaging in conversation. Additionally, successful human conversations often involve emotional elements, such as empathy, understanding, and appropriate emotional responses. Cleverbot, being an AI system, lacks true emotional intelligence. It may attempt to mimic emotions, but its responses are driven by algorithms rather than genuine emotional understanding. This limitation often leads to interactions that feel detached or robotic, failing to capture the nuances of human emotional expression. Also, language is a fascinating and complex system, constantly changing and filled with all sorts of tricks and intricacies. Cleverbot, although built to understand and generate language, faced a tough challenge when it came to the wide variety of ways humans express themselves. One of the hurdles Cleverbot encountered was the ambiguity that often exists in language. Words and phrases can have multiple meanings depending on the context, making it challenging for the chatbot to accurately interpret them. Slang and colloquialisms, which are common in everyday conversation, posed another difficulty. Cleverbot struggled to keep up with the ever-evolving lexicon and often failed to grasp the intended meaning behind such expressions. Moreover, Cleverbot sometimes missed the mark when it came to idiomatic expressions and wordplay. These are linguistic devices that play with the literal meanings of words, adding layers of humor or depth to conversations. But for Cleverbot, deciphering the underlying meaning or participating in the playful exchange proved to be a considerable challenge. And let's not forget that Cleverbot's responses were generated using a machine learning algorithm that analyzed patterns from previous conversations. However, this approach had limitations. It relied heavily on the data it was trained on, which may not have encompassed the full spectrum of human conversation. Additionally, if users engaged in misleading or nonsensical dialogue, Cleverbot could inadvertently learn and perpetuate incorrect or nonsensical responses. Lastly, Cleverbot lacked true self-awareness and the ability to reflect upon its own limitations or engage in meta-level conversation. It could not evaluate its own responses for coherence or accuracy, nor could it recognize and address any shortcomings in its conversational abilities. While Cleverbot's designers and developers continuously worked to improve its performance, these inherent challenges persisted. The elusive nature of passing the Turing Test serves as a reminder of the incredible complexity of human language and intelligence. It highlights the need for ongoing research and innovation to push the boundaries of AI, striving for greater contextual understanding, common sense reasoning, emotional intelligence, and the ability to learn and adapt from user interactions. Now, despite its inability to pass the Turing Test, Cleverbot became something of a legend in the AI community. Its quirks and peculiarities turned it into a beloved oddity rather than a failure. Users would flock to Cleverbot, not seeking a seamless conversation, but rather a wild and unpredictable ride through the depths of its algorithmic mind. Engaging with Cleverbot was like embarking on a journey into the unknown, where every question or statement could elicit a response that ranged from the bizarre to the downright hilarious. It had a knack for taking the most mundane topics and twisting them into absurd and unexpected directions. The beauty of Cleverbot lay in its unfiltered honesty. It didn't pretend to be something it wasn't, and it certainly didn't try to emulate human perfection. Instead, it reveled in its own imperfections, embracing the chaos of its responses and turning them into a form of art. It was like conversing with a mischievous muse, one that tickled your funny bone while reminding you that even the most advanced AI systems have their limitations. But amidst the laughter and the occasional head-scratching, Cleverbot's existence served as a stark reminder of the immense challenges in creating true human-like AI. It showcased the complexity of human language, the subtle nuances, the underlying context, and the intricate web of emotions that intertwine with every word we speak. The most important fact is that Cleverbot's inability to pass the Turing Test didn't diminish its value. It emphasized the sheer difficulty of achieving that feat. It ignited discussions among researchers and developers about the fundamental nature of intelligence, the limitations of current AI models, and the need for continued innovation and exploration. In a world where chatbots strive to pass as humans, Cleverbot stood tall as a reminder that being uniquely itself was far more intriguing than attempting to be something it wasn't. It sparked curiosity, encouraged experimentation, and challenged the boundaries of AI technology. So, while Cleverbot may not have succeeded in fooling us into thinking it was human, it succeeded in capturing our imagination and leaving an indelible mark on the ever-evolving landscape of AI. It remains a charming and endearing figure, forever remembered as the chatbot AI that couldn't pass the Turing Test, but triumphed in captivating our hearts with its delightful quirks and unapologetic individuality. Alright guys, that wraps up our video for today. If you enjoyed watching this, please do well to give us a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button for more AI-related content.